Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to Evildeadalot. My name is Evilcase, and welcome to episode 4 of the series Evildeadalot Let's Play Redwood server. Now, I've made a few changes. As you can see, I've done some chests and I've labelled them up because I'm a forgetful old sod getting there in my old age, and I've also died again. What I've done is I've put a little label there. As you can see, Alan will be most happy with that, I'm sure. That he's got another honourable mention on my Let's Play series. I haven't done a lot really, in truthfulness. In all honesty, I've just been trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And today, what I'm going to be doing for you guys is I'm going to be doing a bit of Tinker's Construct. You can see from this chest, this is what I managed to pick up from the village. We've got flint crossbars, copper bindings. We'll come to all of that. First, what we need to do is we need to make some blank templates. Now, these are made by this away, and that makes you blank templates. You can see I've made 9 there. That should be plenty. I'm going to keep some of these on me here. Then what you need to do is you need to get to the stencil table. We'll come to that later. First thing you need to do, sorry, I will get there in a minute, is you need to have a look at the tool station. Have a look which item you want to build. Now, you can build anything from your pickaxe, shovel, axe, standard fare, your mattock, that'll do your axe and your shovel, look, a broadsword, a longsword, a rapier, a dagger, a frying pan. Yes, you can hit things with frying pans. The battle sign. Now you can see from the little picture there that it's effectively a big flat metal board. The chisel, used for shaping things for obvious reasons, a short bow, and an arrow. Right, what I want to make first of all is I want to make a pickaxe, because I want to go and do some mining. Some hi-hoing down off in the distance. And what I need is I need to build a pickaxe head, a tool binding, and a handle. Right, okay, so I'm just going to have a look and see what I've got already. I've got an obsidian pickaxe head, 2 stone pickaxe heads, iron binding, obsidian binding, and a copper binding. Move those over here so there's no confusion. Now all I need is a tool rod. Make your own jokes. So I need to check to see if I've got the correct pattern to be able to make that item, and I haven't. Shovel head, full guard, board pattern, pan pattern, chisel head. This is a lot fewer than the stuff that I took from the village, mainly because I ended up with 20 full guard patterns. Now, I'm not going to use 20 full guard patterns. I'm probably only going to ever need 1, more than likely. So I left the others there. What you do then is you go to the stencil table, stick your stencil in there, and you keep on going until you find the pattern that you want. Shovel head, axe head, sword blade, wide guard, hand guard, crossbar, tool binding. That'll be the pan head. That's the battle sign. That's the knife blade, chisel head, tough tool rod pattern. I think it's just the tool rod pattern I need. Broad axe head, scythe. Oh, you can make scythes as well. Broad shovel head, large blade, hammerhead, bowstring pattern, fletching. I didn't mean to do that. Well, I've just made a fletching pattern. What a spanner. There we go. I think it's the tough tool rod that I need. not the knife blade. I'm just going to go through and just have a check. Arrowhead, what was that previous one? Fletching pattern. Tool rod pattern. There we go. Right. Naughty fletching pattern can go and cry in a corner on his own. I'm going to keep the... I'm going to put that back in there. Right, now, welcome to the part builder. What I'm going to do is I've got an obsidian axe head, pickaxe head, and I've got a obsidian tool binding. So to go with that, I am going to make a stone tool rod. I'm going to put my tool rod pattern there and my cobblestone in there. And what it does is, because it uses half of the material, it gives you a stone rod and a stone shard. So I'm going to just use that up and make a second stone rod, because I'm going to make 2 pickaxes. Then what you do is you go back to your part build. No, you don't. You pick up these here, your obsidian axe head, obsidian binding, and you go to your tool station. And on the pickaxe, it's fairly self-explanatory. Even a monkey can do it. That's why I'm doing it. And I've got a stone-bound reinforced 3 pickaxe. And you get a funky little sawing sound as well. Isn't that pleasant? What I'm going to do now is, now showing you that, I'm going to go and do a little bit of hi-hoing off down there, because there's some copper and some tin down there that I desperately need to get. And then I can start building some proper armour. And I can start doing exactly what I need to. I'm going to stop recording here briefly. But I will be back with more explanations about how this wonderful mod, Tinker's Construct, begins. I'll even give you a little show of the book that they give you right at the start when you spawn. Hi guys, well I have come back a little bit sooner than I expected to. Mainly because the Tinker's Construct book that they give you right at the start, it's called Materials and You. And I've lost it. A friend of mine who watches the channel noticed that the Better Grass Leaves mod, excuse me, makes it more difficult to see stuff that's lying on the ground, which when you die, everything obviously falls to the ground. So when I was over here somewhere, it must have fallen out and then despawned. So I've lost it. What I have done though, is I have gone off northwards, up that way, and I've managed to find some sugarcane. Ah, you're wondering why I wanted sugarcane. Let me show you. Mainly because of another mod that I've got on there, that we've got on the server. It's called NEI, Not Enough Items, I believe that stands for. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I've been known to be wrong before. And it tells you pretty much how to craft everything that you're going to need. So, what I did is, in the search box down here, I put in materials and you. And it comes up with the book. It comes up with some other things as well. Well, we'll try and cover those in the future. Raw ironwood. Ooh. And then you give it a click, and it comes up with the recipe. Now, the recipe is one of those blank patterns that we made earlier, and a bit of paper. Now, we haven't got any paper. Click on a paper, it shows you how to make the paper. Not only that, if you hold the control button, or is it? No, it's the shift button. Do apologise, I'm wrong again. And click the little question mark. It puts the items from your inventory automatically into the crafting bench. Now, I don't know about you, but that'll save me so much time. That is phenomenal. I absolutely love that addition to the mod. I'll take the 3 bits of paper. I only need the 3. And then I'm going to put that in there. I think it's shapeless. Yeah, it's shapeless. Foot of materials and you. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to sit here, and I'm not going to read it to you. You're clever people. You can read. But I am going to just flick through it so you can pause the video and read it at your own leisure, at your own speed. And hopefully I'll learn something more about the mod as well. This book is a magic copy. It updates whenever the original has been modified. Check back occasionally for information on new things. Right, oreberry bushes. We'll see those coming along. At some point we will collect that many oreberry bushes that I will have a little oreberry bush farm going on downstairs. I had one of those on the Redwood server mod. It works absolutely fantastically. That's making a blank pattern. Shows you here also how to make the stencil table, part crafter, pattern chest, tool station, and the tool forge. Now we'll get to that in the future. Ooh, few traps or blockades may help with your early survival experience. A punji stick. Ah, you can also make barricades. They're pretty cool. Right now, grout. We're going to need lots of clay, sand and gravel, and I'm going to be collecting that in abundance to make seared bricks, and the seared bricks will then be, excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold, then be crafted into the smeltery items, and when we get involved into the smeltery we can then make loads of other things, and it'll also make production of ores so much more efficient. For every block of ore you put into a smeltery, you will get 2 ingots back. There are other mods on the server that enable you to do that, but I have to say I like the Tinker's Construct way of doing it, and that's the one I'm going to use. I will cover the others, I promise you, but we'll cover that one first because that's the way I'd like it automated, because I think it looks pretty cool. It's not a block that says macerator or a block that says pulverizer. It is actually it's a multi-block construction, and you can wire it up with redstone, and it's pretty cool. Right, another thing that I forgot to mention right at the start is I have changed a couple of things. I've changed a couple of mods, a couple of the optional mods. I've stopped using the armor bar head-up display, mainly because it completely crashes my Minecraft, and my Java doesn't like it, and I prefer this one, in essence. I've also changed the map. I've changed the map because the old map that I was using, I didn't like that much, in essence. It was great to see everywhere that you'd been. Oh, I think that's an earth shard from the... I need to make some torches. Anyway, it showed you everywhere that you'd been. You could zoom in and zoom out, and it was great. It was absolutely fantastic. But this one especially has a warm space in my heart because it shows you your latest death. Now that's very useful to me. Very useful. The amount of times that I've lost all of my gear and just lost all my gear and had to recraft the whole lot. I mean, the most recent death of my... Sorry, one of the most recent deaths of mine on the server was I had a jetpack on, and I was flying over a mountain range, and the server crashed. And when the server crashed, I rage quit and didn't log on for a couple of days. Now, I forgot that at the time of logging off I was flying. So when I logged back on, I plummeted to my death, to my untimely demise. And I fell a long way, and I went splat, and I was about 1,000 blocks away from my base, so I had to then try and get all the way back to find it, and because it was on a server, the chunks had loaded differently, and it was a nightmare. In essence, I lost some really high-end gear, like really high-end gear. I had an advanced electric jetpack, I had diamond armour and equipment up the wazoo. That's a technical term, ladies and gents. And this map would have enabled me to just get straight there and go and get my bits. Now, I don't know if you know what's happened there, but what's happened is my pickaxe is broken. Look, it's not doing anything. It's dead. It's deader than disco. Oh, bollocks. I'm going to put that in there. Luckily, I've got a stone pickaxe head and an iron binding. And I could just make another one. It's very easy to repair things in Tinker's Construct. You just go to that item there. Oh, excuse me, just had to sneeze. That's very unprofessional of me. Now I've got a pickaxe, reinforced 1. Oh. The different materials that you use on these have different properties and give you different mods and buffs and so on and so forth for your pickaxe, for your items. Well, I'm going to cover that in a minute actually, because I think that's quite an elegant turn to the mod as well. I'm just going to get all this iron first and foremost, because I need it, I want it, and just make this a staircase again. Hi ho, it's off to work we go, with a shovel and a fork and a piece of pork. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi hum nom 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 nom. And it's night time already. I'm going to sign off now. I think that's plenty of technical stuff for today. I've done a bit of mining, I've done a bit of talking, I've done a bit of crafting. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Please leave a comment or subscribe or rate it if you enjoyed it. It helps me to know what you like to see in the episodes. And I'm still waiting for a suggestion as to what to call my fancy hut. So leave that in the comment section below, and I'll give you an honourable mention like I have Alan. Nighty night, boys and girls. My name's Evildeadalot.